Well, the warm seasons of the year are done, so swimming outdoors and certainly in our local and our Great Lakes here in Michigan is about over. But if you or if your kids are still interested in hitting the water and learning to swim or becoming better swimmers, you can do so over the colder months indoors and even at your local mall. Joining us now on the Megacast is Gabby Rosely, the general manager of Goldfish Swim School, opening up in West Bloomfield. Gabby, thanks for being with us today.
Of course, I'm happy to be here. Thank you so much for having me.
Yeah, glad to have you on with us. So this is a new location for Goldfish Swim School. It is a chain that has several locations in the Metro Detroit area. Most closely to the new West Bloomfield location would be a Birmingham location, Farmington Hills, and Clarkston. But opening a new location in West Bloomfield, it's under construction right now, and it's really interesting to see on your social media the way that that's being put in, because it's going in at the Orchard Mall on Orchard Lake Road just before Maple in West Bloomfield. So tell us first about Goldfish Swim School and kind of the approach that it takes to teaching swimming to kids of a bunch of different ages.
Yeah, absolutely. So our program, we teach kids that start at as early as 4 months old, all the way up to 12 years old. We start as soon as we can, because the sooner we start, the less likely children are to develop a fear to the water. So all of our levels are catered toward our age groups. Jenny McQuiston, who was one of our founders, actually studied early childhood development. So our curriculum and our curriculum team, who's constantly improving the curriculum, is really focused on water safety and survival skills for our beginner levels. And then we begin to build the foundation for techniques to actually be mobile in the water and eventually progress into our front and our back strokes. And in our pro levels, we do teach the butterfly and the breaststroke strokes as well. So we use group lessons here at Goldfish that are about 30 minutes long, which is a perfect period of time for kids to be able to get some social interaction with their peers, learn from each other, and build their individualization as well as their swimming skills as well at our location.
So as I mentioned, there are several different locations for Goldfish Swim Schools here in the Oakland County area and across the state of Michigan. Why West Bloomfield for this new branch of the company? What about West Bloomfield Township and that location in the Orchard Mall makes it the perfect spot to open up another swim school?
We are so excited to come to West Bloomfield. We did, as you mentioned, we do have a location in Birmingham. That was actually our first Goldfish location, started in 2006. We now have over 135 locations across North America. And we wanted to come to West Bloomfield because, as you know, we do have some dispersed schools across Oakland County, but we don't really have a location to pull from those cities like West Bloomfield or like Commerce or White Lake or Waterford. It's a little bit of a drive to get to Birmingham or Clarkston for some of those families. So coming to West Bloomfield is something we're super excited about. The community atmosphere there is fantastic. And I think that, in that market, there are a lot of new parents that are looking for activities for their children that are local to the community that allow them to kind of get that social interaction that we've been so deprived of because of COVID. So we're really excited to bring the community together and come teach all those kids how to swim.
And this new West Bloomfield location, it's not open just yet, as we mentioned. It is under construction at this time. When do you expect to be open at your location in the Orchard Mall?
That's correct. So our location is set to open December 13th. That is the first day in our schedule. As of now, you can book in online through our website and actually reserve that spot for the middle of December. And then, of course, your spot will be reserved, and into January, you will have that spot if you're able to get one quick, as they're booking up really quickly for the month of December. So.
You can find more information on Goldfish Swim School and all their local locations, including their new location opening, as Gabby said, in December in West Bloomfield by going to goldfishswimschool.com. Goldfishswimschool.com to call their West Bloomfield location and reserve a spot in one of their early classes in mid-December. 248-297-6038. 248-297-6038 for more information. And it's interesting too, because you'll be opening in the colder months of the year, opening in December, right in the early part of the winter season, right around the time where winter really starts to take its course here in Michigan. And when we think about swimming in Michigan, we think about the warmer seasons of the year, certainly late spring, definitely over the summer, outdoors in the local pools, and certainly in our local lakes and the Great Lakes here in the state. But why is this time of the year, right now, and even through the colder months of the year, the perfect time for parents to bring their kids into a place like Goldfish Swim School and learn to swim?
Absolutely. So, as you know, the winter months in Michigan, they get frigid out there. So, our tropical atmosphere in all of our facilities is just a bright light in the middle of winter. You know, the kids look forward to it. The members really enjoy being a part of our Goldfish family and coming into our facility. But aside from actually being in the location, swimming in the winter is a really great activity for kids to maintain their activity level. So, staying active, and when you roll into January and February, what's coming up is spring break. So we got to get them ready. Your family might be going to Florida. So having those swim skills ready for spring break, and then building on those in the colder months to be prepared for summer. Because as you said, you know, where we live, there are lakes everywhere, and you want to be able to go to the beach with your family in the summertime. So using those months in the winter is essential to build a foundation to learn how to swim and enjoy yourself in the summer here in Michigan.
There are plenty of places all throughout the state of Michigan for people to learn to swim, and various different settings and different levels of expertise that kids may be learning to swim from or taking swim lessons from. What sets Goldfish Swim School apart in terms of its approach to teaching swimming, and particularly its staff that's overseeing these classes?
This is one of our favorite questions to answer, because I truly believe in the golden experience that we are so dedicated to providing to all of our members. Safety is one of our number one priorities. So I always communicate that to families that are interested in hearing about why Goldfish is so special. All of our staff on any location is ready to respond in case of an emergency. So we push that CPR certification so that if anything were to happen, anyone on the team is ready to respond in case of an emergency. We have lifeguards on every shift, which not all swim schools have. And we also have deck supervisors, which are also lifeguard certified, that monitor lesson quality and class control and the overall effectiveness of our swim lessons. So our safety is amazing. And then I like to touch on our curriculum too when I'm talking to families that are interested in learning more about Goldfish. We have a curriculum team that has been developing and improving our curriculum since 2006. Like I said, Jenny, who's one of our co-founders, she studied childhood early development. And from there, we have built such a fantastic team that we've studied the skills and the levels and the age groups that we teach. And we have really, really simplified and made the process a really good time for the kids and effective for them to be able to learn.
You can reserve your kid's spot in some of their early classes with the new Goldfish Swim School location in West Bloomfield, opening in mid-December, by going to their website, goldfishswimschool.com, goldfishswimschool.com, or calling their West Bloomfield location at 248-297-6038, 248-297-6038. And Gabby, you have such excitement for this new location for Goldfish and its approach to teaching swimming. You yourself are a swimmer. What got you involved with Goldfish, and how long have you been with them?
Yeah, I actually grew up a swimmer myself. I was a competitive swimmer. I swam briefly in college at the University of California in San Diego before I ended my career due to some injuries, unfortunately, but I kept the swimming in my life. I have been a coach for about 7 years, actually. I've been teaching lessons for roughly 5 of those 7 years. So water safety is something that is really, really important to me. I thrive in the water. I love the water, and I want to make sure that kids never develop a fear that prohibits them from being able to enjoy the water as much as I do, or, you know, my friends and my family do. And I think that, you know, Goldfish is it's such a special business because we consider ourselves a family. All of our locations are so unique in that we are really bonded together with our staff and our members. So it really is a golden experience every time you come through those doors. And I myself believe that wholeheartedly.
Locations not only in West Bloomfield, also in Birmingham and Farmington Hills and Clarkston in our local area, Rochester as well. More information can be found on goldfishswimschool.com. Their West Bloomfield location opening in mid-December. You can also sign your kids up for some of their early classes with spots still available and plenty of those at goldfishswimschool.com or by calling their West Bloomfield location at 248-297-6038. 248-297 6038. This location will be opening at the Orchard Mall in December. The Orchard Mall located in West Bloomfield Township on Orchard Lake Road, just before Maple, just north of Maple Road in West Bloomfield Township. We're joined by Gabby Rosely, the general manager at Goldfish Swim School in West Bloomfield. Another couple minutes with you, Gabby, before we'll need to say goodbye, move on for today. Anything else that we haven't discussed yet that people should know about Goldfish Swim School, or other things you'd like to say about this new location opening up in December in West Bloomfield?
Yeah, absolutely. So one of my favorite core values that I love to touch on if I get the chance to is that we love to celebrate. We celebrate our kids constantly. And it's so important for kids that are, in our age range that we teach, 4 months to 12 years, to enjoy the teaching that they're getting, whether that's educational or physical, anything that our kids do. It might be nerve-wracking for them because it could be their first introduction to water or swim lessons. So anytime that we get a chance to celebrate our kiddos, we do that. We have ribbons that we give out at the end of classes. We have a little bell that our kids get to ring if they move up a level. We've got our monthly celebration prizes that we give out, different ones each week. So it truly is a full experience. And not only do we celebrate our kids, but we celebrate our staff members as well. We've got a lot of really cool things that we have going on in our Goldfish family. So even if you're not a member looking to come in and swim with us, we're hiring as well. So if you're looking to be a part of an awesome team, Goldfish West Bloomfield would love to have you as well.
Goldfishswimschool.com is their website for more information. You can go to goldfishswimschool.com/West-Bloomfield for the West Bloomfield location. Call 248-297-6038 and follow their West Bloomfield location on various social media: Instagram at goldfish_West Bloomfield, Twitter at Goldfish Swim for their general business social media on Twitter, and then of course on Facebook, facebook.com/Goldfish West Bloomfield. You can even see some of their progress that they've been making on installing their pool as they poured cement in there just a couple of days ago. See how it's coming along at the Orchard Mall. Gabby, thank you so much for joining us. Appreciate your time and telling us about this exciting new location coming up in West Bloomfield.
Yeah, thank you so much. And it was such a joy to be able to talk about Goldfish. We would love to have every single one of you come swim with us. So please do visit our website, get some more information if you need some, or give us a call. Myself or my assistant general manager, Lily, we would be so happy to talk with you over the phone and give you some more information about our program.